Hi guys and gals, I'm out in the garage in my bathrobe before night shift because I want to show you a couple things that I did stuff with in the past couple days, and just to do a little review on a couple things. There's my toolbox. You've seen that before. And these are some drill bits I got at Harbor Freight on the parking lot sale. I used this one to drill some holes on the bottom of a 55-gallon steel drum to make a new burn barrel, and it worked great. So I don't know what people think about these drill bits, but so far I think they're great. And that's a pretty big bit for a pretty wimpy drill right there. I had no trouble whatsoever. This here, I've put it to the test a little bit this week using my impact gun with it, and I had to do a partial brake job on my wife's van because she had a semi-catastrophic failure of her wheel cylinder in the left rear. And so I used this old 25-year-old Campbell Hausfeld impact wrench with my air to get that wheel off, and I gotta say, I think I need a new impact wrench, honestly. On the other hand, I went to AutoZone and I was getting the part, the wheel cylinder. I ended up getting some brake springs and the hardware kit. I didn't do a whole brake job. The shoes and the drum were in good shape because the wheel cylinder hadn't been working correctly for quite a while. Found broken springs and all that stuff in there. So when the cylinder blew out, I had to replace it. In AutoZone, I was looking around at the tools because why wouldn't you? I found this, and it is a flex head flare nut wrench. It has two sizes. This is the SAE one with 3/8 and 7/16. They also had a 10 and 12 millimeter that I didn't get. I got this on a whim, thinking that looks pretty neat. Well, guess what? It is very neat, and I'm pretty sure I would have had to go back and get it if I wouldn't have picked it up the first time, because it made taking off the brake line a piece of cake. And it turns out there was some stuff in the way there that I really needed, that offset and that flex. So that was kind of the tool of the day. The other tool of the day was this. I have to say, my first real use of that since I bought it at the parking lot sale. It was absolutely indispensable for doing a brake job on a van. You just sit there. You rotate your seat around to get the tools you want off the tray. You put your little parts in the magnet thing, like your lug nuts and anything you want to keep off your job. And your tools can just sit there organized in the bottom, and you just rotate around it with this seat because it rotates. These wheels are little, but they roll over the cracks in my driveway like they're nothing. So it's just a good combination of a urethane, I guess, and what size they are. Then there was this recent purchase, because my old floor jack simply quit on me. And even though you can't pick a vehicle up this way, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps to 23¼ inches. And like I said, you can't pick up a vehicle like that, but in one pump you're up underneath the pumpkin on a Ford van, a little over one pump and you're up underneath the axle, if that's where you want to lift it from. This handle is so long. There's Zeus. He's probably 22 inches tall, maybe 21 at the shoulder. His handle is way up here. Now this is almost to my chin. I'm not real tall, but I'm taller than that, and that is a long handle jack. When you let your big old van down, it goes down just as smoothly as this. There's none of that herky-jerky nonsense you get with some cheaper jacks. This was on sale at Harbor Freight for $179.95, and it was worth every penny. Because my old jack basically crapped out on me and I didn't even know it. And I couldn't wait around trying to find a kit, messing around with a 20-year-old Chinese jack to see if I could get it fixed. Turns out it will still lift my Husky mower in the front if I needed to raise it up and leave it up for something and had some other job come up. Now I have two jacks, one that works for cars, one that works for mowers. And I wanted to just do a quick review on stuff that works. You know, the Harbor Freight drills, they work. I don't know what you want to do with them, but for what I did already, I've used these bits for other things, but this is the first time I've used one that was a full 3/8 bit in my 3/8 old 18-volt electric drill, and they worked fine. Cut right through the steel. Steel drums are interesting. They're pretty thick, and they make good burn barrels. This thing here, I finally got my quick releases on it so I can use my impact gun on it and this. I still haven't mounted it to the wall. I suppose I will eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it. The weather hasn't been all that good yet to have my garage doors open and be messing around in here. So that's that. Kawasaki ZRX 1100, still not getting a battery. And until my physical condition from my cancer improves a little bit more, it probably won't. I don't need it at the moment. That's all I have. Hope you enjoyed a review of a couple little things that work. Oh, goop. Get goop. This is the stuff right here. I also wanted to say that this little guy from Harbor Freight is perfect for taking off your wheel cylinder mounting bolts. Perfect. All right. Talk to you later.